Hey boo, welcome and welcome back to my channel, which now has over 500 subscribers. I'm so excited, even my hair is jumping up and down. And thank you, gratitude for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I deeply appreciate it. So today's topic is about knowing beyond any doubt that your desire is there, period. And what brings that to mind is recently a friend and client shared a short on TikTok of a Marine doing the grip strength test. And he was holding a little gizmo that measures his grip. And believe me, this guy is swole. He's ripped. And he's holding this thing and testing his strength. And he's breathing hard. And he could just see him looking about to burst like the Incredible Hulk. And he's shaking. He's holding on to it so freaking hard. And yeah, he tests high. It scores like 175. I don't know what the scale of it is, but he was right up there with this intense grip. And I've been wanting to say to you for a while, know that you don't have to hold on to your desire once you have imagined it and it's been called forth. Remembering that Neville Goddard says, God speaks to you through your desires. It's like the bridge or the platform. God is the main, God is the channel that is reminding you of what is your true desire, what is your true nature. Your nature is I am. Your nature is that consciousness. So in speaking to you, when you imagine a desire, it means of the Father, of God. And one of my subscribers asked a question about that, about having the desire and then what's next? Do I have to keep looking for it, or do I have to keep holding on to it? And really, there's nothing more to do in the sense of just knowing, just feeling that relief. And this applies to any desire that you have, whether you call it a big desire like the relationship or a great new job or coming into a lot of money, whatever it is, there is, as we know, consciousness sees no difference. The divine sees no difference between what we call a big desire versus a small desire, like an amazing cup of coffee. It's all a level playing field. But what gets most people confused or crazy is feeling like somehow or other they have to keep watch over their desire. And this has come up, I've talked about this in a few videos, about not being a drone, kind of looking out over your life, kind of looking for out there, finding where is the desire, when is it coming? You're constantly looking for it, but it was already given birth, manifested from you, within you. God dwells within you, as you. So if God is speaking to you through the desire that you have, you can't separate that out. It is that part of you. It was given to you in consciousness and imprinted on the subconscious to come forth in your experience. I like to say experience. It's something Dr. Joseph Murphy has used in his talks. And I feel that's a very good way to see, rather than saying 3D versus the 4D imagination, saying experience makes us more aware than of the connection between ourselves and our desires, our manifestation. See how that is for you. Play with saying experience a little more often than simply saying, I don't see it yet. But it's feeling it in your experience, because that's the oneness happening. You can feel that connection in that. There's a statement or an affirmation that Dr. Murphy uses: give thanks for God's riches circulating in my experience. So it's that feeling of experiencing. For instance, if you go on a vacation and you're going to be on a boat going over the rapids. Okay, I did that once in Colorado. It was quite an experience. Talk about experience, right? So you're going in this boat on the rapids, and you're feeling your body shaking up and down with the boat as it's going over rocky areas, and so many things are happening. The roar of the water, and the sky, and the birds, and whatever is going on, and being with the other people in the boat, and just feeling that connection. Okay, so any kind of experience you have, it could be a roller coaster, it could be any kind of, even just walking down the block and experiencing life bursting out in front of you as you go. It's part of you, it's your perception. So in that same way, your desires unfolding in you is part of what you experience and perceive. So when we want to know whether to hold on to it, technically it's already yours, right? So it's relaxing. It means, I have it. It's mine. So when anything comes to you that way, it's yours. You know, what about that feeling of being handed? My neighbor just got a new kitten, and that feeling of, I wanted to hold the kitten, and that feeling of, oh, that sweet little fur baby in my hands, you know, it's that feeling of, is sweetness. I have it. So whatever it is, whether it's something small and cuddly or something vast like the rapids, it's part of your experience of knowing. And if we can relax into that knowing, the rest of the way is paved. This is like the road to Oz. It's easy. You're just skipping down that street. You're knowing that it's yours. And I can't convey this enough. And that's why I'm using all these analogies here, because there is nothing like that feeling of knowing it's yours, and that's what you want to feel. So you can let it go. That's trusting. That's faith in God, and that's being confident about it. That's why Neville said, man's faith in God is measured by his confidence in himself. That's because you are the operant power. There is no separation. So of course, it's that feeling of, yeah, of course, it's mine. And it doesn't matter if that seeming external experience is not yet showing it. So you don't have to have that feeling of, where is it already? It's just saying, yeah, it's there. It's there. And all I have to do is go about my day. I'll go about my life in that knowing that every place I am led to go. Now, where there is, I heard there was something Bashar was saying in a talk, that insistence is resistance. When you have insistence, it's resistance. And if you keep insisting you have to see it, there's some part of you that is still resisting letting go. There is some part of you that is feeling possibly you're not getting it because you don't deserve it, or because you're looking for some sign of approval from somebody. This is something Reverend Ike has talked about and nailed very well and laid it out. There are those several reasons that we can be feeling that resistance to experiencing it, to that knowing. And there's a beautiful Rumi poem where he says, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. And it's such, let that resonate with you. All the barriers you want to find, you're on a seek and destroy mission to tear down those walls and barriers in yourself. And it's those walls and barriers that are making you be insistent. Oh, I have to see it by this time. It's got to be here. Or what I want has to look exactly like this. I'm going to insist it's exactly this. And you can let go of that. You can relax around those. Let those walls come down. Let those barriers come down. Let those feelings of unworthiness or undeservingness or not good enoughness come down, because you are the all. You are everything. I am is your natural intrinsic state. Love that in yourself, and that love spills out of you. You are that love. So all those barriers to love, when they come down, that brings your desire and makes it even the desire itself even stronger. That's using the grip strength at another level. God has your desire. God's got it. So what stronger grip is there than that? And if you tell God, now I am here for it, I'm here for it, it cannot help but come into your experience. So explore that. Let me know in the comments how that goes for you. Being at one with your desire, feeling it in your experience, living from it, knowing you have it, and tearing down any barriers against it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Shout out of gratitude to all of you. Love you, boo. See you next time.